This Russian fisherman has caught the most horrific sea creatures you'll ever see. The gates of hell have opened and they're underwater. Russia, or rather the Soviet Union, is infamous for its tragic nuclear accident at Chernobyl, and you'd be forgiven for thinking these creatures fished from the depths were linked to it. The lucky man responsible for trawling up these terrors is Russian fisherman Roman Fedortsov. Sailing from a port in Murmansk, he seems to have a gift for dredging the frightening fishes out of their underworld bolt holes. The fisherman works on a trawler, a type of fish designed to dredge the sea floor of fish deep in the water column. The ship's heavy nets are usually meant to catch shrimp, cod, halibut, and other commercially sold fishes. Naturally, such animals might be a common sight to deep-sea fishers. However, to us landlubbers, they look like the children of Cthulhu and Beelzebub's less attractive sibling. Despite their monstrous appearance, very few of these sea creatures are dangerous to humans. They are, though, quite mysterious, and even Fedorstov can't identify some of them. Due to the water pressure of their deep-sea home, most of the fish can't survive a trip to the surface. The change in pressure can distort their bodies and change their appearance dramatically from how they'd look normally. These creatures have even adapted unusual colors for their dark habitat. Black is a common shade amongst abyssal predators, so their skin or eyes are usually jet in hue. Conversely, bright red is also prevalent, and the U.S. National Ocean and Atmospheric Administration offers an explanation. The black animals absorb all colors of light available, and the red animals appear black as well, it explained. There is no red light to reflect, and their bodies absorb all other available wavelengths of light. Thus, red and black animals are predominant. Some of the twilight dwellers that Fedorstov dredged up are familiar. Although they look a little different to how we might normally see them, we can still tell what they are. This irate member of the Batoidea family, which we know better as a rayfish. Others are unfamiliar, and for good reason. The frilled shark, a species so ancient and unchanged, it's considered a living fossil, lives so deep in the sea that it's rarely observed. What we do know is that its 25 rows of over 300 razor-sharp needle teeth aren't used for eating plants. Besides fish, Fedorstov wrote on Twitter, creatures like this one end up in the net too. I hope it's not poisonous. This marine arthropod is unsurprisingly called a sea spider. Ridley Scott called, he wants his facehugger back. Especially since fisherman Fedorstov still hasn't returned his chest-burster. Introducing the dragonfish, a deadly predator with dagger-like teeth that uses bioluminescence in a similar way to the infamous angler to lure and eat unwitting prey. Despite their inherent otherworldly nature, some of Fedorstov's Twilight Zone inhabitants can be eerily beautiful. Indeed, he seemed quite proud of this find. Here is a whole, live caught star, he wrote on Instagram. And then there are the, well, not so beautiful. Fedorstov's accurate description of this sea urchin is a spiny tooth hole, which is still rather generous. Urchins eat algae except when they're starving. Then they eat living prey with their calcified teeth. But just in case you were feeling better about going into the water again, Fedorstov's pictures give you lots of reasons not to. This is clearly the internet's legendary nope fish. The fisherman's catches of the day have caused quite a commotion on Twitter, especially the ones he can't identify himself. We're still arguing about this one, Fedorstov wrote. What is it? The jury's still out, but some people think it's another dragonfish genus called a stoplight loosejaw. While most of Fedorstov's finds are harmless, this refugee from the kill-it-with-fire dimension is not. The long-nosed chimera fish has huge glowing eyes, but its most scary feature is its fin, which can inject a dose of poison into its victims. One of Fisherman Fedorstov's catches looks like an alien weed ready to choke the planet. Didn't we see something similar in War of the Worlds? The basket star is a deep-sea bloodless starfish that looks like it wants to throttle the life from your soul. With eyes like bloody eggs, we don't want to find this one on our breakfast plates, thank you very much. We've lost our appetites. But it's easy to see how the bizarre-looking grenadier fish gets its common name, rat tail. It feels as weird as it looks, too. Fedorsov says it has skin like sandpaper. The twilight creatures fished up by Fedorsov provide fascinating glimpses into a world still very much alien to us. In the deep sea, where demonic worms look like they've eaten the last of the red broccoli, the unusual becomes the norm.